You will notice that these are the same. An Evelyn ban. What? Is that? Do my eyes deceive me? It's trollish. But anyways.
Eve is Lulu. Okay,
Oh,
so Eve
okay.
is Lulu.
All right, good to know. Because the Eve ban would be a waste of a ban. That's a bold strategy. But if you are tuning in here and you were wondering what happened at the end of the game, there was a base race, and Rampage was able to take it out in the end and win it to bring this to a game 3 of the semifinals. Pretty exciting. I was able to record it, even though Salsa's stream did go down, so we will be able to put that on YouTube. After this tournament series is over, and you can actually see the climactic conclusion. Maybe even make a highlight of it because it was pretty ridiculous. I think I was jumping back and forth between both bases so fast.
Huh. But yes, I am contacting Selfie right now, and if he gets back, he can just hop on my account and pass through here.
All right, awesome.
Yeah. How do you check how many viewers are on Twitch? Because it's not like.
It should be in the bottom left, I think. Right now we don't have a lot because they're probably trying to find it to switch over.
Bottom left. I've had people switch for me multiple times. Like, if I had to go eat or something, people can just hop on my account. But back to the picks, the Nautilus Jungle, pretty cool. And I think it's at least in top is very good. Like the safeguard's just so broken.
Yeah, I mean, this is wow. If they really stick with Tarek, this is gonna be heavy tanky team. It's interesting too because Tasty is the team on the right now. They have picked up Ash Janna. Janna actually really good for kiting and initiating. Not going to have a lot of strong early presence, but late game's going to be pretty strong.
All of these games have been like 50 minutes.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of what you get when you play two really even teams. I think some of the earlier games, some of the teams were able to really push their advantage in superior team coordination. But what we've seen from these two teams, Lighthouse and Tasty Pastries and Rampage, is that they're pretty evenly matched. And really, Rampage played out their strategy perfectly. What a lot of teams would have done is they would have just tried to turtle, stayed as a team, eventually got dove and lost out. Instead, they were very, very active with the characters they did have, split push all the lanes, got into a base race, and were able to pull out a win from a game that, there was no way they were ever going to win a team fight. So, I mean, have to hand it to them. And, even just like the split pushing coordination, I mean, you send those people out to split push, but even down to the coordination of the three people just having Janna, Twisted Fate, and Ezreal able to poke down, clear waves, and buy enough time for Jackson and Italy to able to clear out inhibitors and push down those Nexus turrets. I mean, that was pretty clutch. And they actually ended up coming back and winning and killing off the full push from Team Tasty. So, I gotta hand it to them. That's pretty good coordination, and these teams, I'm really excited to see this game 3 because these teams are shaping up really well, and I actually really like Rampage's team so far. I think Tasty's going back for that, Nocturne, Twisted Fate, ultimate combo, and Lighthouse on Riven is super scary. We saw that first game from him where he completely dominated. It was super impressive.
I just generally dislike Rise just on a personal level. That champion is so stupid. Such a stupid champion.
Yeah, he breaks so many mechanics of what an AP is, because an AP is supposed to be like, alright, I build damage, but, I'm squishy. And Rise is like, I build tanky, and then I do a bunch of damage. And it's like, okay, that's...
Yep.
Thanks for that.
And once he catches your AD carry, he's basically dead if he gets a W.
Yeah, he's really a stellar champion, so we're finally going to see him in a game here and see what he can pull off. And they have a lot of CC, like between him and Nautilus, if you get caught in the middle of Twisted Fate, gets caught at all by any of the CC, he's pretty much dead. There's no real escape out of it.
Mm.
Just clearing up on the 3-minute delay here.
Yep.
After that, I will reveal summoner spells.
And sorry about my crappy casting. I've never done this before either, so but I'm just filling in for Salty because he DC'd. That's very unfortunate.
It is very unfortunate. Hopefully, he can figure it out and we can get it back up in the finals. I
Yeah.
got a little worried there when because Skype, his voice was cutting out a little bit, and but luckily, we have it recorded on my end, so it is not lost to the internets. We will be able to show you the climactic conclusion
I
of the
was
last game.
watching, and then like his stream just stopped, and I was like, Salty, really, right now, the best moment of the game, and then he's just gone.
But that's always how it is. It's like the casting curse. It's like it's always gonna come up and bite you, right at that moment. So far, I think Tasty's kind of backing off into like let's play what we're best at. Let's play this comp that we like to play, and just let it ride. But I feel like Blue Team's comp is really scary.
It's a very solid team, yes. And about last game, I feel like Vayne could have split pushed because she had all those items, and she can 1v1 anybody really at that point. Like someone correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah, I think she could have. I think the problem was though is they couldn't kill turrets. They wanted her to kill the turrets really quickly because they kind of still seemed like they were having a hard time killing the turrets. But yeah, that probably would have been a good idea to have her roam, and she has some good speed. I just think yeah,
Vayne could have killed anybody on the other team alone if it was 1v1.
yeah. Team Rampage, they played that out. They gave themselves the best chance to win, and it ended up paying off for them. So I'm interested to see if either of these teams can actually snowball a victory and win quicker than 15 minutes. Because right now it looks like they're so even that no one really gets a leg up on each other. And the next thing you know, we have these later games. Although these team comps are not really built. These team comps are less built to have that happen, just simply because you don't have as many kite characters like a Nidalee was last game and stuff like that.
Yeah, I could see this game ending a lot quicker than last game, just based on the picks.
Yeah, the blue team Rampage is definitely gonna wanna clear this out early.
Lee Sin versus Riven. Who wins that matchup?
It really depends on who gets the advantage. Like Riven's one of those characters that if she can get just like a she just get like a little bit of an advantage, she can actually snowball lane so hard that no one can really sustain it. But the fact is, like Lee Sin's, he has so much sustain, he has so many jukes. He's just a really solid champion. So it's up to basically the play. What I've seen so far, I think Lighthouse is just the better player for top as far as top goes. But we're gonna find out in this game.
I feel like if you run all armor runes against Riven, she essentially becomes a pretty useless champion.
Yeah, it's kind of the same principle if like you were running against Fiora or something. Although Fiora is a lot less popular. But yeah, I think if you can get into those armor items, you can mitigate a lot of her damage. Crimson Elite Riven. I wish we'd see more of those Crimson Elite skins. I've been missing them.
Everybody has spent quite a lot of money on this game, from what I've seen so far in this tournament. Well, I can speak for myself. I've spent like a couple hundred myself. So.
Yeah, I mean, but to me, I mean, it's worth it. I mean, I'm so involved in the game and the community and all this stuff that, for me at the end of the day, it's like if I was going to pay this much money for a game, this would be worth it. I can't think of how many, collector's editions for a game that I have that are just like sitting on a shelf that I got like not a lot of value for, that I paid a bunch of money for, and this game makes it makes sense to me. It's worth it. So it looks like Tasty, they're taking this game into their own hands. We're gonna have a mid brush entrance right here. I like this. Meanwhile, Rampage is rotated bottom. They might gonna come up on blue. Both teams might steal each other's blue.
What time are you at? 50 seconds, right?
Yes.
Okay, because I feel like it just started right there, and I was like, Well, both teams aren't going to get. Well, they're just going to switch blue buffs, I guess, unless one of them backs out, and they're going to return home with the empty blue buff.
It looks like what it will be. The only disadvantages for blue, at least, is if their top sticks around, he actually will get to lane a lot later. So he's gonna probably want to blue pill out. I've seen a lot of teams make the mistake of their top will stick around and help out this blue buff, and then he has to run forever to get top. By that time, you've wasted so much time. But hopefully, he should be blue pilling here soon. Yeah, there he goes.
Yeah, so you're switching buff.
So quick little buff trade here. I wonder if either is going to save their smite, because they have a lot of teammates here for a tough ward, and they will ward it and see, so Team Tasty will know that their blue buff is getting stolen. Pulling the golem down here. Nocturne will pick this off, and he did save his smite, so he's going to be able to get a quick red when he goes back up there. Nautilus, in the meantime, used his smite to take blue. Looks like Ash using that crit onto a creep. A lot of times, there is sustain in this lane with Tarek, but a lot of times, if you start out with bubble and that automatic crit onto a character, you can put in a volley. You can put a lot of damage on them early, and send them towards the edge of either popping pots or trying to back off out of lane. Gives you a little bit of advantage to start with. She's a quick trade up top here. Looks like Riven for the moment is coming out a little bit on top.
Lee Sin has a lot more pots to go through, so.
Yeah, 4 pots and armor. Riven just with boots. And she only... Did she go 3 pots and then use one on blue earlier? Like she ate the aggro and then used it when she ran top? I'm trying to figure out because she only has 1 pot left.
Or it might be a bug, I do not know.
Yeah. So middle lane, we have a gank here. There's that shackle. Grabbed by Nautilus. So much slow going right down there. There's the ignite. One last overload, and that will be first blood in middle. Brilliant play right there. And like I said, get caught by that CC, and you will die. I mean, great follow-up. But the more levels these characters get, the more burst they get, the worse it's going to get for TF to try to survive if he gets caught again.
Action's going to be going down top. Nocturne is here to gank. And I think he got away. Lee Sin. That's all I gotta say. Lee Sin.
Lee Sin has, he has such mad jukes. He's a better, because Aurelia used to do the, she would dash towards you and like flash away, but Lee Sin just has like built-in ways to move great distances really quickly. And a fear looks like he's gonna be caught into Lee Sin, but he's feared away from his opponent. He's gonna turn around and actually fight Nocturne. Nocturne with that red buff, just barely backing out. Ian the Slow with his spell shield in that trade.
Oh, something happened bottom. Oh.
Here we go. Ash under a lot of pressure. Eat chugging pots. Good again.
There was a good amount of time when me and a buddy of mine ran Tarek and just cheesed lane so hard. Run Exhaust Ignite on Tarek, and you can cheese people so hard at level 2. It's pretty dumb, and snowball the lane from there.
It is a very good burst aggressive lane, which is very, very good. And here we go, Nautilus entering in again. Probably going to land his hook because it has a ginormous range. There's the shackle.
Oh.
Overload follows it up, and one more, and they will be able to get it. Auto attack just barely comes in. Yeah, if you had one more.
Rise of mana.
Yeah. A little bit more mana, that would have been another kill onto TF, but TF's going to have to back off of this, and the longer they keep him away from 6, the more Rise is able to just farm up here and gain advantage that way, the better off they'll be. He is a little bit behind in CS, although Rise has that really tricky wet noodle auto attack. Absolutely despise his auto attack.
I honestly think it's the worst auto attack animation in the game.
Yeah, it just might be. And here we go, possible gang up on Riven on top. She's gonna flash in preparation for this. Nala's gonna go over and tank this and execute it. And oh wow, great aggro, using his hook to actually hit to the terrain to get out of range. Their purple is pinging up there, trying to get a response, but no one actually is up there to pick a kill off. If maybe Twisted Fate was 6 right there, could have been a kill or 2 in that process. Can't pull that move off, but since they've been able to relieve that pressure with those ganks on mid, they're actually able to pull that off. So Rampage looking pretty good here. 0.7k advantage. They have 2 kills to their name so far. A lot of global ults though for Tasty. So once they start to hit their level 6s, we could see these ganks take switch foot, change the dynamic of the game, because they will actually have the gank advantage. And if ganks come in on their carries, they'll be able to affect them from other lanes. So it'll become very, very dangerous if you try to overextend like they did earlier. Rise back to lane has his tier, which is pretty standard for him.
Tier.
His bread
Giving
and butter.
Rise first blood gives him an early tier, and that's a big problem.
Looks like TF just using Doran Rings, going to get himself a little bit tankier. They get nerfed slightly. Loses about 20 health per ring.
Nautilus did get an early Oracle. I wonder what he's going to do with it right now.
Right now he's trying to steal blue. And great vision denial right there by Graves, but he has no mana left. Rise flashing in here almost kills Janet in the process. They will kill Nocturne. Shackle from range actually ended up picking up the kill. Pretty interesting.
Very good start for Rampage so far.
Yeah, this is exactly what they need. TF.
Lisa's already at 100 armor, and he's got his ninja tabbies. So I don't see him losing this lane anytime, or at all.
Yeah, he's basically unkillable for Riven at this point.
He just dove Riven.
And he's gonna do it again. Executes Dragon Kicks into the wall, and he will pick up a second kill. Will he be able to survive the damage? Yes, he will. Safeguards it up. And so
TF misses his card.
Oh wow.
TF missed his card.
But Nocturne's coming in here with the fear. Gonna be able to pick up the fear, but again the fear actually runs Lee Sin away. Will Lee Sin be able to escape out of this?
Big plays. Big plays.
Oh, great grab.
Oh wow, TF missed cards.
Man, I don't know about this Rampage team, but maybe they're good at Raiden, because they're really good at missing all these shots. And Nocturne caught out a little bit here. Great spell shield, otherwise he would have been hooked back in to the enemy team and surely would have been killed.
Wow. I'm really surprised Lee Sin did not die there.
Yeah, that was really impressive. So close to death. Now let's be a good guy, given Rise Blue, which early is super hard to deal with. Gives him even more cooldown on top of the spells, which is ridiculous. I feel a little bit sorry for this Rise, because I've been watching him a little bit. He's kind of been missing a few auto attacks, but as a Rise player, I can understand, just simply because auto attack animation, as we talked about earlier, sucks really a lot.
Yeah. Rise last hitting, big problem. Like when I watch the LG or like Gara play and they play Rise, like it's amazing how they can hit every last hit with that crappy auto attack animation.
Yeah, for sure. So now bottom being pressed a little bit here. They've just been being pretty aggressive as they can against Janna and Ashe. Not necessarily the early game powerhouses. And
Something's probably going to happen bottom. An arrow's probably going to come out pretty soon, but the ward spotted. Wait, did it die in time?
No, actually Tarek has a pink ward, and he placed a pink ward and killed it. Arrow just splits the uprights, and Riven trying to run in now, but there's going to be no real kills for her there. Trying to throw down their slows, but they're going to want to try to convert this into a dragon if they can. Tons of burst damage going on to Nautilus. Nautilus is going to have to back out of this, but he does get hooked. Rise wanting to follow this up, but having to back out now. And I think, oh, Twisted Fate alt coming in. Where is he gonna go? Is he gonna head towards mid? Be depth charged under a turret. I don't necessarily know what he was thinking there, but Ribbon coming in from behind. Rise gonna be able to pick up that kill. Ignite is on to Rise, but will Rise be able to escape out of this? He's really, really low. Oh wow, great shackle under turret. He will escape. Nautilus actually going and grabbing back towards his turret to escape out of damage. I mean, Tasty just being thwarted at every turn right here. Maybe they're gonna take down mid turret in response, get something out of this.
They probably are going to take the middle turret, but Lee Sin, he's level 9, close to 10, and Riven's still 7. Like, it's not good.
Yeah, I mean, if you see the top solo, you know, behind the enemy turret, just farming the creeps behind the turret, that's a bad news. That means top is way out of hand. You know, he feels confident enough that he can be behind your turret and, you know, farming the creeps and denying you XP. It's pretty rough. And Nocturne gonna chase after this Riven. Will he be able to get the kill? Yes, he will. Or Lee Sin will be able to get the kill. Nocturne trying to come in and save it, but not able to do it. And now lots of pings going down towards Dragon, both teams. Fiercely ping it, and Graves going to pick up a kill onto Janna. I don't know if Tasty's going to be able to do anything about this now. Ash flashing under turret after the
I just feel that was necessary. That flash was not necessary by Ash.
But this is going to be a Dragon for Rampage, and you know what? I like their play. I looked at their team. I said, this is a pretty beastly early game team. And they're playing it out perfectly. What they had to do last game to win it and turn it around, they've done. And now, you know, they're heading in. Got the blue timer down. They're going to go in here and try to steal this.
Let's see how this fight goes. They just back out. They're not going to fight this. People are low. That's a good play. Good decision.
Yeah, many advantages have been lost by trying to be too greedy with an advantage. Right now they're up about 4K, and honestly, almost all that gold is sitting in most of their bank account, or was sitting in most of their bank accounts. So they're finally going to spend it out now, and it's going to become an effective advantage.
Raze is holding 2K right now. Super rich.
Yeah, he's at 100 CS, and so Ash is actually staying with him, probably will be even after this creep wave. But he's just gonna buy up a BF sword now. Perfect. Ribbon trying to battle with Lee Sin. It looks like Twisted Fate's gonna come in top to try to support this. And Twisted Fate gets kicked away, but Lee Sin picks up a kill. He's gonna be feared after this. Actually juking back in, safeguards out of this. He's gonna run down in the bushes, and he is pretty much safe, but he's gonna go back actually in onto Nocturne and continue to run away, ward safeguards away.
See if Rise can get there in time for him to jump.
Yeah, here we go. This could turn into really bad news for Purple here. Lee Sin just tanking through this, and here comes the burst damage from Rise, gonna go all onto Nocturne.
Just very good. Very well played skirmishes.
Yeah, Nautilus coming back over the top, double kill. Wow, 10-1 in kills, 4K gold lead. You expect it to be higher, but now they're going to start pushing in here onto some turrets, get some more turrets in on this. And Rampage is playing a great game. You know, the question is, you know, will they keep snowballing it? Will they sustain it? Or will this game kind of mellow out? Will they press the advantage? I'm hoping they do press the advantage, you know, correctly. They had a great reaction, team strat for when they were down and behind and had to split push.
Oh, Arrow's coming out. Yeah. He's gonna lose his Oracle.
Yeah, just running back into the team.
He got that flash. PF on missed his flash right there.
That's always embarrassing.
Nautilus got greedy for that ward and he died for it. I mean, that's happened to me a lot of times, so I can't really say anything. But
actually, great reaction there, blocking the stun with his shield. It almost looked like the shield came after the stun, and they've turned around now. trying to go in, but Nocturne's taking so much damage here. Between the two of them, they're so tanky.
Oh, wow.
Bot lane can just not be pushed around, and Lee Sin going to come up with another kill top. Will the turret pick it up? It will pick it up. Lighthouse just barely falling down. Slow rolling around, going to start blue. Give it 2 Rise. Bomb turret is down quite a bit. Rat's thinking about backing. I think he's going to push up this lane first. Nocturne going up, going to pick up his red.
Riven's level 9 to a level 13 Lee Sin. Like, I wonder what if Lee Sin goes roaming right now, he can do a lot of things right now.
Yeah, he can
so out of
basically.
hand.
Yeah, he can basically do the carry Lee Sin.
Yep.
The early game carry Lee Sin. The thing is though, is, it's kind of what are you balancing? It looks like he will rotate down. He's going to start fighting over objectives and helping out his team, grouping up. Sometimes it is, a big value to your team to have him top, though, creating lots of pressure, and then having the enemy team have to send people top to try to deal with you.
Right now, this Lee Sin, once he gets into a fight, he'll do so much. It's just a matter of time.
Yeah, he's basically kind of hitting his prime in the game, where once this is where he's going to be most effective with this lead. As the game gets later, he's going to fall off a little bit.
Oh, this is bad. This is bad.
Twisted Fate coming in. Here we go. Here comes Lee Sin. Lands that Resonating Strike. TF is blown up right away. Monsoon Pop trying to back him out of this. Nocturne diving, but is exhausted. Meanwhile, Lee Sin just taking no damage, just diving in here onto the AD carry, just chasing everybody down. Nocturne will fall.
Depth charge came in. Oh, wow, he missed his hook.
And they're still trying to chase this down. Was a
Nautilus
good death charge, but
this on Riven.
And they can pick up multiple turrets if they wanted to here. I do believe. Looks like they're going to steal blue instead. Not a bad choice. I would actually like to see them pick up another Oracle sometime in here, since they do have this advantage. They can get an Oracles and just basically snowball even harder with ward control. Waiting for Dragon to respond.
I haven't gotten another one.
They probably will after their next buy. I'm fairly positive, but ward control at this point doesn't seem to matter any, because Tasty's having a hard time doing anything, even though they can see what's going on. They can't do much about it. Big lead right here, 7K lead at sub 20 minutes is monumental lead actually for Rampage. They played an amazing game, and hook on to Twisted Fate. Twisted Fate will be destroyed yet again.
Very good play from Lee Sin this whole game. Very, very good play.
And I think I would caution players in the future. Nautilus is one of those characters. I've been really burned by Nautilus jungles lately, so I'm kind of better. But I think maybe taking cleanse or something like that would be a good response to the type of team they're facing right now, because there is so much stun potential. And a lot of it simply is just like one initiation, and there's no way out of it. Lee Sin pushing top hard, doing his job. Riven's gonna run up here and try to do something about it, but really has no business up here against Lee Sin. Oh, but here comes the collapse. But he's actually going to go onto Janna possibly here.
Wow.
It's Howling Gale the Whale. It instantly kills her out, but now it's 3v1. Will he be able to escape? Flashes just right after. He's going to round this corner, gets the slow down. I think Ashe is going to be the killing blow right here, though. Yes. Slowing him down just enough. If he would have been able to escape out of that.
Lee Sin's a real man.
Yes, he is.
Gives no fucks.
Not a one. We're going to see this middle turret pushed on very hard here. Or cleared out by TF, because TF's the boss. That's what it does. I imagine we'll see it pushed on. It is the next target line. TF is backing. No one's going to be there to defend it. Grace is not gonna let him back.
I feel like blue team should be grouping up right now and trying to push towers because they have a really, really big advantage right now. Push when you're ahead.
Yeah, I definitely agree. Nihilus now top pushing. Nihilus needs to be careful. It doesn't want to lose that Oracle again. Backing out of this. Uh-oh, Ash gonna be caught out here. Lots of trouble. Overload just barely not gonna be enough, but he actually flashes in and shackles for the insta-give right there. Lee Sin regularly in the top jungle. TF eating half of his health away, just trying to go up and respond to the turret push. Lee Sin behind enemy lines, just fighting everybody, eating tons of DPS, but doesn't matter. It's gonna give him time for the team to come in. There's the depth charge. It will hit Janna up. Burst buckshot from Gray's gonna pick up a kill. Now back onto Riven. Riven will die.
That's the GG. So Rampage comes back 2-1 against Tasty Pastries, and they're advancing to the finals against Team Reboot.
Yeah, and that's going to be a pretty good matchup. I'm just so surprised. They have these epic 2 50-minute games, and then, Rampage comes back and, they were feeling good and built a comp that, was able to snowball early, and they did everything right to snowball it early. I don't know what point it was in that second game, but they just came together and played fun.